Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Red Puts Art in Your Face. I'm sorry if I sound a little funny at the moment. I'm kind of getting over a cold, um, but and some other sickness I won't mention on stream. But I'm back, and I'm hoping to get some art done today. I'm going to be working on a commission on stream for the first time. Well, not my first commission on stream, but one of the first commissions I've done on stream. Because I got permission from the person who commissioned it. So they are letting me work on it on stream. So that should be fun. It's still Inktober, although I haven't really been following any rules for it. I've just kind of been doing my own thing, but I'm kind of hoping that that this counts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm using Manga Studio as per usual. And this time I've done a few different things. I started off way lighter than I normally would for colors, just because I knew I was going to be going really, really pale. And my colors tend to come out darker when I'm done with them anyway, so I thought starting off really, really pale would do the trick. And then now what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm adding my colors on our layer mask layer. I had another layer mask going, but I had to go in and change the colors a little bit, so that that layer is actually on that shading is actually on another layer. And I might have to do that with this one too, but so far it's coming out pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and continue that. All right, here we go. So, and I'm not the only one in the house who has been sick. Rob has also been sick. We're just all kind of getting over some upper respiratory infections here. So, if I cough, I'm sorry. I'm still getting over it, which is why my voice might go a little bit raspy there. I might not do as much talking as I normally do. So, but things have been going okay. I hope everybody's looking forward to Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I also really like Thanksgiving. Less for what it represents, because it doesn't really represent much of anything historically, but just because it's a time I get to spend with my family eating really good food. Sometimes I get to make the food too, which is nice. So that's why I like Thanksgiving. And it's one of the few times a year where my mom actually like listens to me when it comes to like cooking and stuff. So I don't know. I like it. It's one of the times of the year where I actually get to see all of my family together. So that's why I enjoy it. Crazy as my family can be. I'm not sure whose house I'm spending this year for Thanksgiving, but I know I'm going to be spending it with my grandmother. So wherever house she's at, that's where I'll be. Not sure if I'm going to be cooking this year either. Although it would be nice. I haven't actually done a lot of cooking since I moved in with Rob and McKellar. So that's been a change. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I've actually got this like fade going on the fins of this mermaid. So, and the background's really dark, so I can actually see what the hell I'm working on. I don't normally do this dark. I normally have this really light gray instead, but the light gray was going to blend in with the white colors I was using for the tail, so I was like, I should probably use something else. So I use this dark blue instead so I can see what I'm doing. And what I'm doing right now is I'm blocking in all of my all of my shading. So just going in and making sure my shadows are where they're supposed to be, which is on the right side. And to help me remember that, I actually have another layer up here to help me remember where the hell my light source is coming from. Sometimes I put that in, sometimes I don't, because I can remember, or it's a smaller piece. But there's some times where I'm like, I don't really remember where my light source is coming from, so I'm like, I should use some help. So I have. Me and Michaela have been watching a lot of historical drama series lately, like because I was watching Versailles because I really like the show. I wanted to watch it because there's this project I'm working on, and one of the characters in it, I'm kind of basing his personality on the on Philippe d'Orléans, Louis XIV's brother, and so I wanted to watch the show because I think the show actually did a really good job of capturing his character, especially in season 2. So yeah, me and Michaela have been watching it, and then we got into a talk about the Medicis somehow, and so then we started watching the Medicis today, or I think the show is just called Medici. It's a good series too. It's got Dustin Hoffman in it. I'm actually kind of sad that there was only one season, because I love the Medicis. I think they're a really fascinating historical family. You know, I love researching that kind of stuff. Probably because both of my parents were history teachers, so history is kind of my thing. It was always my subject. Never really had to work all that hard on it because I already knew all the material going in. My mom and I would go on vacations, or I'd read history books for fun. You know, and sometimes I'd help my mom grade her high school. Because my mom worked at a continuation school, and they used to do these packets, which kids could do on their own time. And this was before things started to get way more about the testing and getting the kids graduated more than it was about them actually learning. And they would do these packets, and my mom would sometimes help me grade them because it was like, here's the answer key, here's the packet, go to town. So I kind of learned through repetition. It's also kind of how I learned legal terms, because my sister was when my sister was going through law school. She was living with us for a little while, and I would help her study her legal terms with flashcards. And my sister has a really, well, not really hard time, but a harder time than I do with remembering stuff. And so she, you know, it took her longer to learn the terms than it did for me. Probably because I was in high school, so I was, I was younger, and I guess it just came easier to me. So, like, we were doing a mock trial in my ROTC class, and I did really well because I used actual legal terms. It was like, wait, I remember this. That's not how that works. And the only reason why we lost is because I had been a very lackluster witness before, because I didn't want to be a witness. I wanted to be the prosecutor. So we were doing Jack and the Beanstalk, I think, because it's weird, like, how all the, like, high school and, like, elementary school mock trials are, like, this is the ones I've been a part of and witnessed are these, like, fairy tales. And it was kind of like that Bob's Burgers episode. I was Louise. I really wanted to be the prosecutor, and I wound up being a witness, and I was just bored the whole time, so I just kind of, like, phoned it in. And then one day the prosecutor, or the person playing the prosecutor, got sick and didn't show up, so I got to take their place, and it was a lot of fun, and I almost won the case, but I lost because of my own testimony the day before. but been so lackluster about it. But otherwise, I did really good. Hi, Pastel Grunge Wrecker. Nice to meet you. Today we are working on a mermaid. It's one of the... Oh, it's a commission. I got a commission, and I got permission to work on it on camera, so that's what I'm doing today. Right now we are doing shading. Yes, this is Celeste. Yes. You must be from the Merformers chat. Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't recognize names. Because people's names are different on Twitch. But yes, this is Celeste. If I zoom out, you can actually get a better look at her. Right now we're doing the shading on her fins. And I'm blocking in where my shading goes. Oh, hi, Bex! Hi, Bex. I love you. I'm not sure how sick I sound. But hi, Bex. It's good to have you here. Yeah, so I'm blocking in my shading right now with my pen tool, just because it on the softest edge setting. It's because it creates the look I'm going for. Especially when I do it smoothly. What else has been going on? Oh, I got really mad the other day because I was trying to find The Babadook because it's my favorite horror movie, and it got taken off of both Netflix and Hulu, so I can't watch it. I'm like, but this is Halloween. I want to watch a scary movie. This makes me so mad. The one time of the year I really want to watch it, and it's not on anything I can actually find, which makes me so mad. It's like, it's such a good movie, though. It's so scary, and the ending is, like, so, like, not what I was expecting. The Baba Hook. So you could say your Baba shook. Oh, somehow did not have a Twitch account, which is weird, because I've donated to XP Crafted on Twitch. Yeah, that is weird. The cool thing about Twitch, though, is that if you watch ads, they give you bits, and you can donate bits to whoever you're watching or whoever you want to. And I know our Twitch channel, I think we actually give rewards for supplying bits. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been a while. I should really ask Rob. But Rob is not feeling good, so he's in the other room, as is Michaela. They are both being very quiet. I'm not sure what they're up to. Michaela's doing laundry. I think she was hiding because I had kind of a scary show on while she was doing laundry because I didn't want to watch the Medicis without her. There's this interesting new series on Netflix called Haunted, and I wanted to see what it was about, so I started watching it, and I mean, it's okay. I'm not sure how seriously to take it. It's an interesting show, I guess. I really should finish. What is it? The Haunting. This is the Haunted. It's weird. Like they have the Haunting and then they have the Haunted, and I'm like, what? These aren't the same thing. What? Okay. I guess they're both good shows. It's just weird. Everything's gotta have like such a similar name. So Michaela actually helped me figure out what shade I was going to use to do the shading, because everything I was picking was either coming out too dark or not dark enough. So I was like, help me, I can't figure it out. My eyes are bleeding. My eyes are bleeding all the colors together. I'm very grateful to him. He helped out a lot. I work nights, so I keep getting called at work because she thinks Slenderman is in the closet or something. Oh man, Bex. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry you had to go through that though. I don't know what it's like to have like a really jumpy coworker. I used to be the one that they would send out to take the trash out to the dumpsters when I worked at Jack in the Box, and yeah, that was not a lot of fun for me. You'd get these like big old raccoons, and they'd stare at you, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" And you could just get into a stare off with like 5 raccoons. Going, I just want to put the trash away. You can eat more of our food. I don't care. Just let me put the damn trash away. Oh, it's not a coworker. It's my mom. Oh, your mom is calling you about Slenderman. Oh, yeah. I'm night blind and thought a raccoon was a cat, so ghosts have no luck with me. Oh, you thought a raccoon was a cat. That's adorable. My grandfather had a pet raccoon, or at least that's what he told me. And he always said, yeah, they look cute, but they turn into assholes when they get older. I'm like, okay, Grandpa. He had like a million stories like that because he was always, because he grew up in, I want to say, Fort Bragg, and it was kind of a lumber town on the coast of California, and during the Depression, his parents would uh, leave him alone for like days at a time, basically. Like, here's some food. We gotta go get work. We gotta go do work. We'll be back soon. Don't kill yourself, basically. And they would leave him alone, and they would come back, and he has like a seal in the tub. Or there was the time he rescued a baby pelican, and he made it his friend, and so he had a pet pelican that would just like wait for him down at the docks. I I'd find the haunted child and be like, "Is it Girl Scout cookie season already?" Oh, Bex. So Robert and I were having a discussion. I say discussion because it wasn't a fight over how much fiber is enough fiber, and we do not agree. Mostly because Robert keeps feeding me these meals that are like overabundance of fiber, and I'm just like, you can't put it all into one meal and do that to my colon. Why would you do this to my poor, poor colon? It doesn't deserve this. I eat fruit. I'm Velma Dinkley now with more rage. Uh, some more movie Dinkley than the live action movies that were kind of not so great. Or that version of Velma than the cartoon version, huh? The live-action Scooby-Doo movies honestly shaped my personality. Creepy, odd, out of place, and terrible CGI. Now, reality is terrible CGI. Should really talk to somebody about fixing that. In between the last art stream I had, I think it was the last art stream. Could have been the one before that, but in between that one and this one, I figured out I had this problem going on with my program and my tablet, and I couldn't figure out what was causing it. And then I realized after the updates, I had never reset after my computer updated, I had never reset my settings on my tablet, and so the pen sensitivity was at its lowest setting. I was like, oh, that's why it keeps shutting off and doing that weird thing where it's just like, here's a circle, and then on the fullest hardest pressure setting. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. So I fixed it. It is now reset. The pen sensitivity is perfect now, which is great. Before, it sucked. So finally, things are working right. For the most part. Manga Studio still has this habit of shutting down on me randomly, out of nowhere, when I'm streaming. And only when I'm streaming. You gotta balance the settings like a golden idol, or a boulder just flattens you. Setting up a tablet sounds more and more like an Indiana Jones adventure. Yeah, I do a little. Scrappy-Doo piloting a Man Gundam. Man Gundam made me feel every negative emotion at once. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Aha, I did hear someone going into the kitchen.
Yes, somebody trying to be quiet so as not to interrupt the stream.
Too bad, I found you.
Sick.
Yeah, I know. Hi, Rob. What you up to today? Well, I know, but what are you, like, other than the soup? Are you taking it easy? You should be taking it easy. You sick.
I'm going to go run another half marathon today, and then go solve world peace, but I think taking it easy might be the better option.
Ha ha. For those of you who couldn't hear, Robert made a blithe retort about going on a marathon and creating world peace. But, you know, that's why we love him. What's Michaela went up to? She, like, vanished on me and then never came back.
She is taking a small rest.
Aw, okay, she can take her small rest. That's good for her. She needs the rest. She's been having to pick up the slack from us for a couple of days. I've also been watching Christine McConnell's Curious Creations, right? Yeah, that's what it's called. And it's a good show. I like that show. It makes me want to make stuff. Although I know I'd never get it to, like, that amount of fine detail work. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I like it, and I like to imagine I could do that, but in reality, I'm like, there's no way. I'd love to see some of her stuff on Nailed It, though, because I feel like that would just be hilarious. So the type of fish that the person who commissioned this. And I settled on for this mermaid is a pleco cat, longfin catfish. They're normally from the Amazon, and they've got these really long fins, kind of reminiscent of a betta, but you know they're catfish, so sometimes they get these things that look like a beard. It's pretty funny. Shut up, stomach. And what was I saying? I was saying, anyway, today's DIY project, Galactic Entropy and Chaos, the all-consuming void. Pleco catfish sounds like a Sanrio mascot. I mean, a little bit. A little bit. It kinda does. But they have these very pretty fins. So that's what we were using as our inspiration for this mermaid character that we're creating. What are you making? Is that the soup I'm smelling? Because it kind of smells like you're overcooking cabbage or something.
There's a lot of kale in it.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, it smells a little like ass. I'm sure it'll smell better later. It's just right now my nose is like, huh. And again, I've never really liked the way kale smells. Kale smells. But I like the way it tastes, and I will eat it. I'm weird like that. I like kale, I like collard green, and I like spinach. It's either soup or a curse. It might be. His wife is a witch. Oh, witch! Oh, witch! Kale is just cabbage's militant vegan cousin. I mean, I guess. Not sure if that's how I would describe it, but that is kind of, you know, a good description. You know, it got real trendy there for a while. For everyone to eat kale. And I was like, people should just go back to eating spinach. It's got all the same stuff as kale, plus iron. I think.
There are different nutrients between the two.
Damn it. What does kale have that spinach doesn't?
Manganese.
Manganese?
Manganese.
Manganese.
Say it like you're a white parent and pronounce it manga.
So, manganese. What the hell is manganese? Oh, so it'll make you poop.
It's one of the two.
It's so funny because I really like spinach like way so much, and I discovered I really like spinach when I was in like right after I came back from college or something, because I think I discovered spinach when I was at college. And I came back and I was like, I want to put this in all the meals I make. So I did, and I think I was up to eating it for like 3 out of my, 3 meals a day. Like at least 2 of them would have spinach in it. And I went to the doctor, and my doctor was like, your blood cell count is way up there. We're going to have to start bleeding you. What are you eating? And I was like, spinach. How much of the spinach are you eating? A lot. Well, stop it. I thought spinach had iodine.
Iodine.
Iodine. I mean, I think it does. I think it does. I'm not sure. Does spinach have iodine?
No.
No?
If it did, it would stop loitering. It does not stop loitering.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't. It is delicious and full of iron, though.
It is not very full of iron at all.
Aw, I thought it was.
No, somebody accidentally put a leading 0 in a cookbook.
Oh.
It still has iron.
Yeah.
But they didn't see the, what do you call it, the decimal point.
Oh.
And so what they thought was 10,000 points was 100.
Well, it has enough iron in it that it was setting off my blood scale count.
Yes, because you were eating about 10 times the amount of the average human being.
This is true, I was.
It's the thing of like, yeah, applesauce doesn't have a lot of vitamin C in it, but if you're eating 3 pounds of it a day,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the vitamin C shits.
It's like me when I was a baby. I ate so much carrots.
Oh.
That was the only vegetable that I wanted to eat, that I turned orange.
Well, man, that was our mutual friend Megan Miagan. She and I really, really liked carrots, but she more so than I did. And she came to school for like 2 weeks bright orange because she kept eating an entire bag of carrots all on her own. And we had to keep telling her, you really need to stop doing that. You're orange, it's becoming worrisome. Okay, let's see.
Hello, Chet.
Eat leaves to become a blood god, apparently. Kale and 4chan have the same ingredient. Manga. Well, I'm glad everyone can hear Rob. That's good. I got a lot of sleep last night. Except for the fact that, like, as I was going to sleep, that must have been when my fever was peaking, and I must have been sweating a lot out of my scalp, because my head got real itchy, and I scratched it a little too hard. And I woke up this morning, and when I took I was taking a bath, and when I went to wash my hair, my scalp started to stain from the shampoo. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay.
Spinach has fewer calories than kale, but neither of them have a lot.
Well, they're veggies, so that makes
Spinach
sense.
has more fiber.
Okay.
Spinach has more folate, folic acid, which helps babies. I'm sorry, iron and magnesium are both higher in spinach. Kale has more calcium and protein.
Ah.
More, 4 times as much vitamin C, more vitamin A, more vitamin K.
You're checking the calorie amount of leaves. I feel like I should remind you that they are leaves.
Well, depends on the leaf.
Rob, this is Pastel Grunge Wrecker, otherwise known as Bex. She plays Perceptor in Arm Reformers RP.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, Perceptor, if I can think of one leaf that I very much enjoy eating, that you definitely should worry about the calorie count. The little buttercream frosting ones on the top of sheet cakes.
I'm fairly certain those don't count.
They are leaves.
No, I meant they don't count as leaves.
If they weren't meant to be leaves, they'd be balloons or little jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh my
or
god.
cute kitty faces.
Oh my god. Him a godless meme heathen. Hi, I'm a godless meme heathen.
Those aren't leaves, you fool.
Those are holy implements.
Like holly leaves, exactly. Or laurel leaves.
Oh lord. Which berries. I mean, you really shouldn't eat any of those.
I mean, laurel leaves are hay leaves.
Oh.
So,
But those are mildly poisonous.
well,
And
yeah,
you should
so,
take them out
so
before
just
you
chew
eat
on them a little bit.
No!
Become a koala.
No! Humans are not koalas. And we don't have the time and patience to...
Sure we do.
God.
We did the exact same thing as koalas. Koala, me want leaf, leaf poisonous. Me develop gut bacteria, eat leaf. Human, me want pepper, pepper poisonous. Me eat pepper.
Is this like how jalapenos work?
That's exactly how jalapenos work. For most creatures, jalapenos are deadly poisonous. Anything with caffeine or capsaicin is incredibly poisonous to most herbivores, but to omnivores, we like the crunch.
All you get is a hospital visit and disdain. Please don't chew eucalyptus leaves. I did that as a kid.
We were told not to because they were covered in beetles. The eucalyptus trees next to our house had sapsucker beetles, or Japanese beetles, one of the two. And they basically had lerps, or bell beetles.
Yeah.
Because the lerp is the bird.
Yeah.
The bird is the word. But when we imported the eucalyptus trees, we imported the lerps. No, the bell beetles. We didn't import the lerps. We needed the lerps. Because the lerps protect the beetles from mantises. So we don't have gorgeous green invasive parrots in California. We just have their stupid food.
I mean, we do also have a shit ton of mantises.
Yeah, so we have the mantis's food and the bird's food, but the bird not there to eat the bird's food, so all we're left with are a bunch of beetle houses. Because the bird does not eat the beetle. The bird eats beetle shit. Because the beetles eat so much sugar, their poop is cotton candy. That bird's got the right idea.
Oh god. Mantises are friends and deserve our respect. All mantises are queens, Red. Yes. I agree. I mean, we do have some invasive green parrots.
But not lerps.
Yeah, this is true. We do not have those specific type of invasive green parrots. I just had to make these fins complicated, didn't I? Making my shading job more difficult. Like, good. Good. Because I only had to draw the shades once, or, draw the shadows once, and then I can go in and recolor where I need the recolor to go. By hand. Out here. It's like I did with hair.
It's $50.
Yes. Thank you, computer. And I do love how, like, somehow me thanking my computer for telling me the time has spread to, most of the other groups I'm involved with. For instance, the Merformers group. If I'm on, voice chat and my computer speaks up, all of a sudden I will hear this chorus of, thank you, computer. Yeah.
Somewhere between the killing all humans and the rainbow wheel of death.
Yeah.
It'll spare you.
Aw, yay, I'll be spared. This is why I thank computers. I also have weird views on AI.
It's not a great movie.
It's not.
It doesn't deserve the hate.
No. But, that's not what I meant. I meant on, like, artificial intelligence, like, period. Because it's weird. I tend to listen to the experts in that field and not people like Stephen Hawking who thought they knew more about AI than the experts in the field of artificial intelligence. Like, yes, Stephen Hawking was a very smart man. Very...
Stephen Hawking was an expert in AI.
No, he was not.
No, that wasn't him talking.
Oh god, Rob, why do this thing? I was making a point.
Clearly his computer trying to warn us.
It was clearly a computer trying to warn us. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that certainly wasn't the cerebral palsy.
No, I'm not saying the cerebral palsy wasn't what made it mutant.
Mm.
That's dumb. Obviously, it was the cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
But the machine he used to talk also clearly became sentient. The man ran so they had smarter ears rather than smart.
I'm fairly certain that's not how smarts work.
Totally how smart work.
Science is a drug, my friend. Yes, it is. Yeah, but like, okay, so yeah, he was an expert. Like, he was very, very smart. I will give you that. He was very, very smart. And if I needed a question answered on physics, I would definitely go to him. But he was not an expert on AI, and the fact that we just kind of accept the fact that he just knew what he was talking about when it came to AI is kind of stupid.
You only know so many science men, right? No, quick, help me remember all 900 bazillion Pokemon.
No!
That's more important than how many science men there are.
There are a bunch of different sciences and science people. Stephen Hawking is not the only one. This is the same problem we ran into when we started getting obsessed with supplements.
What?
We listened to one scientist who had some insane ideas about supplements.
Right, you're calling the first season of that.
Thanks. But yes.
There's only one science man at a time. That's how the world works.
No, it's not.
Grass Tyson's time is done for his beat Stephen Hawking in combat.
Oh, Lord.
Which admittedly was a lot easier than Hawking beating Einstein. Einstein was spry.
Y'all just jealous because Stephen Hawking was the first cyborg.
I'm technically a cyborg.
What?
I have a big piece of things.
Yeah, that's true, you do.
Sadly, I didn't get the Sonic cannon or the cool red glowing eye or any of the stuff DC cyborg has.
Yeah, no, you don't. I'm sorry. You just gotta live with that one metal thing inside you.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Nothing's government plastic.
Oh, so it's like, what's his name from, Christmas Family, or
Yes, that is the reference I was making.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I am not good with word things today.
No. Do the art things.
I'm doing the art things. I am. And they're coming out very well. Alright, so I got that fin done, I got that fin done, I got that fin done, that fin done, that means this fin, and this fin. Hi, Rob.
No.
No?
It's me.
Oh, that was Michaela. I see orange shirt, and somehow I just automatically assume it's Rob.
Well, we're both wearing orange, so I understand.
Yeah.
Why is he giving everyone orange shirts lately? Throw off my hat.
When augmentation of the human body becomes a big thing, I'm definitely getting the ability to bass boost my voice.
Like President Mike?
What?
Like President Mike?
Present Mike?
Yeah, I got yellow hair from My Hero Academia. President Mike.
Hell yeah, I forgot about that. I haven't been watching My Hero Academia. I got bored with it. I've been getting that way with a lot of anime recently, though, so it's not its fault. I've been getting bored with anime.
There's not enough boys having sex with each other. Is that it?
I mean, maybe? I don't know. I got bored with Yuri on Ice, so I don't think that's it. Ugh.
I eat the banana.
Yes?
No, that's... Sorry.
What?
It needed more boys doing things, but I figured reminding you of that barbarian.
Oh no, not the banana! I forgot, Rob showed me gamers recently, and I kind of lost my mind. It was very funny. I very much enjoyed it.
Specifically, the tabletop RPG movie, not the documentary.
Yeah, specifically what he said. Yuri on Ice always made me think of that Will Ferrell movie about ice skating. I never saw that Will Ferrell. I never saw that Will Ferrell movie, so.
It's not as good as Talladega Nights or Anchorman, but it's better than the soccer one or the basketball one.
I mean, I don't like Talladega Nights or Anchorman, so. I'm just not a big fan of Will Ferrell.
You
Except you're on
enjoy-
SNL.
You enjoyed a banana. That can mean one of two things.
Is this true? It can. I too enjoy bananas. It's a lot lighter on the TV screen, I'm noticing. The TV screen has is showing my art as much lighter than it is on my computer screen, which is hilarious to me. What?
What they're saying in the chat.
Oh. I mean, as long as you remember the lube in either case, then go for it. Bex. You're terrible.
What I mean to tell us is the banana slides down your throat. Chocolatey ecstasy.
Oh God, Rob.
Chocolatey ecstasy.
Oh Lord.
Yep, I married that man.
You did. You did. I dated him at one point. Which is weird to think about. But only if you think about it for too long.
I tasted everyone's tonsils in this house.
Okay, that's gross. Why would you have to put it that way?
My tongue is super long. I can taste my own.
Gross! Gross! Your husband is being gross.
I'm knuckle deep in raw chicken. Of course I'm being gross.
Ew. Oh,
You make delicious,
chicken.
yummy things for us, Red.
I know.
You must be doing something right then. Either that or his X-Men powers are on point. You have X-Men powers, dear.
You can't hear you was washing dishes.
I heard it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to add.
Ah. What's up, Michaela? How you doing?
Fighting with myself.
Aw, why?
Because my brain is saying, you have to go finish folding the laundry. There's several piles of laundry on your bed now. In fact, all of your laundry is now fully washed and dried. You need to fold the laundry and put it away. And my brain is like, okay, let's sort everything out so that way you've got all the pants in one pile, all the shirts in one pile, all the undies in one pile, all the socks in another pile.
He sounds like a combo lumberjack / soccer dad. I mean, kind of. He's geekier than that.
I'm sensing I'm being called out somehow.
A little bit.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So my brain is like, okay, we're gonna make sure we fold all the laundry. And knowing how you are with the laundry, we're gonna start on the shirts first, because that seems to take you for freaking ever. If you don't get the shirts done, then you're never gonna get them done. So we're gonna do the shirts first. And I folded a couple shirts, and my brain is like, no, I don't want to fold the shirts. I'm done. So I'm taking a break
Okay,
from folding shirts.
that's fine.
Everyone knows soccer dads have action figure collections
Hmm.
or comic book libraries.
Kinda. Rob's kind of like Brian from Dream Daddy. It's funny because there's a Robert in Dream Daddy.
Nothing like me.
Yep, it's true.
Except for our love of knives.
You do not love knives as much as Robert loves knives.
Let's not be equal.
I love knives the way Robert loves knives.
That's also been a concern. We can't keep making these emergency room trips. They're starting to ask.
Such a dick. Everyone knows, or comic book libraries. Yeah, he's got both of those. We're kind of drowning in books and also Transformers figures, I say as I stare at the Transformers figures that are sitting right next to me.
Action figures and Transformer figures are an overlap. I've been feeling bad that my Kamen Rider figures are kind of neglected sitting in a drawer.
Yeah.
Also been feeling I have not been doing enough of role-playing games. Also, I found that offensive. I fucking sucked at soccer.
Soccer, Bob.
I'm clearly in no way meant to be a soccer father. Maybe a bowling dad.
Oh my god.
Or, no, I'd be the asshole who starts, like, a 13 and under Magic League.
I mean, you are literally that asshole. You've done that already.
No, this one's 18 and under. We're not buying into it. It has to be free, 'cause it's through the library.
Yep.
If I did something with a store, it'd have to be a league, which would be about $10 a week for dues. But they would get new packs every week, so it'd even. Chicken!
He's apparently thought this out. I would clearly be that, the Taekwondo teacher of mysterious gender origin.
What would I be?
I don't know. Whatever you want to be, Michaela.
Guys, one at a time.
Yep. I support your league dreams, Soccer Bob. Is what the chat has said. Not me. I would like to reiterate, it was not me. It was the chat. You would be the music teacher, Mom.
Yeah.
You drive all the kids to band practice. Wait, so I'm guessing local witch who curses the PTA for being douches. Or baked goods god. Well, it's gonna have to be that first one.
Porque no los dos.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I also like baking.
Yeah. I mean, I would say you're too nice, but then I remember that time you, like, swore out somebody, and I was like, oh, yeah, maybe not. It was very surprising from my end, because I was like, that's not the McKenna I am used to. Perfect.
Now, you have to get me thoroughly pissed off in order for me to be that mad at you.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we came home the other day, and what was it? Somebody was rolling their tires over our driveway, and you were like, "Move, child!"
I didn't want to hit the girl. Jeez.
I know. It's just that the way you said it was just very. It was like so agitated. I was just like,
Move,
"Oh my,
child.
oh my god."
Step 1, master baking brownies. Step 2, curse the brownies.
Step 3, question
eh?
mark. Step 4,
Step 4,
profit. Oh my god. Just as long as it's not like that movie, The Witches.
Kids are bonus points, though. No! I am not hitting children with a car.
Yeah, out of all of the drivers in the house, I'm probably the one that goes the fastest. And I'm not allowed to drive the cars. I also know.
Which is probably for the best.
Yeah, I also don't have one of my own. It was really funny though, because I did drive Michaela's car back up here, and it was really funny because every time Michaela drives, something goes wrong with her car, and every time someone else drives, it works just fine.
Yeah, my car just hates me.
Yeah, it does. It's weird. It's also hilarious. Wait. Okay. As someone who has been hit 7 times, don't worry, they'll live. They might walk funny, but they'll be fine. Kinda. I was afraid of cars for, like, the longest time, because when I was, like, 4 or 5, I was, playing in my own driveway, by the way, my own driveway, with my best friend Larissa, and we were coloring with chalk, right?
Yeah.
When all of a sudden the neighbors across the street start backing up their truck, and it starts to back up all the goddamn way into our driveway. And he was not looking, backed us up all the way back basically to the door before my mom comes running out screaming, "Look in your rear view mirror! You're about to hit my kid! Pull forward!" And this is back before my mom's voice basically literally broke. Because the way my mom talks now is not the way she talked most of my life. This has been a recent development. My mom can't raise her voice anymore because she had nodules on her vocal cords and they went in to remove them and her voice just never recovered. So she just basically cannot raise her voice. She has to use a microphone in her classroom.
And whose fault is that, Linda?
And it's just kind of hilarious to me because my whole life I was very afraid of anytime my mom rose her voice, and now she can't do it, so it's very hard to be intimidated by her anymore. But she used to be extremely intimidating because her voice would go really loud without getting high-pitched like mine does. Because when I get agitated and my voice raises, it goes high-pitched. When I get really loud.
I think mine doesn't do that.
Yeah. Mine does, but that's because I've been training it to go deeper for the last 10 years. So, like, occasionally my voice will just, like, high-pitch when I'm getting really worked up and loud. Just... So, like... No, my mom's never did that, though. My mom just got loud, which is frightening, you know? Especially if you're a kid and your mom yells at you a lot. No, so, like... And I got, like, my loudness from both of my parents. Wait. I got hit and broke my ass. Best out of school excuse ever, but also really painful. Yeah, I was very lucky I didn't get hit by the car, but the experience kind of traumatized me, and I was really afraid of cars for the longest time in my life. And I've never been the best in cars anyway, because, like, not long after I was born, my mom drove over to my aunt and uncle's place. And then...
Gotta get away from that kid, Jesus. Sorry.
What? What kid, Jesus?
It was right after you were born.
Oh, yeah.
Linda, it's been a half hour. I know, I'm just done.
No, she took me with her. We all went over to my cousin's house.
Oh, okay, that's different.
No, we were there for a family visit. And, my uncle clipped me into my car seat, but I guess he didn't click me in all the way. And as a baby, I apparently knew that I was not clicked in all the way. So I cried literally the whole way home. My mom could not figure it out because normally I fall asleep on car trips. And I did, and I always have. I always have. Doesn't matter how long or short the car drive is. If I can't see out the window, which is fairly often, I'm very short, or if I get bored, I just fall asleep. Because I get motion sickness real easy, and my number one cause for curing that is I can't stay awake on planes. I fall asleep on planes. Every single time. It's like I've taken Benadryl without actually having taken Benadryl.
Well,
Lucky.
Yeah.
shush, you.
Sorry. No, so, like, my mom was like, why isn't she asleep? Why is she scream crying this entire time? They get home, and my mom sees that my buckle isn't buckled in properly, clicks it, and I stop crying immediately.
Well,
And I've always been that way. I get freaked out if I'm sitting in a car and I'm not buckled in. Even if the car is not moving, I am buckled in. It freaks my mom out.
yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, there's other people that I know of, Randy, that it scares me sometimes because he doesn't want to buckle his seat. The car, he will be the driver. And the car will be like, excuse me, you haven't buckled your seat, sir. You haven't buckled your seat. What is wrong with you? Hey!
That is super illegal in California, where we live.
I know. We don't care.
Oh Lord, he needs to buckle his seatbelt. I I don't know what it is, but my mom has never worried about me not having my seat buckled because she'll be in the car and my seat will already be buckled. And if she starts moving the car and I am not in the car, I freak out. If she starts the car and I'm not in the car, I also freak out. Don't start a car if I'm not in the car.
Well, if you are...
Although I have gotten better about it.
With us,
yeah.
I wouldn't do that because I also felt the same way.
Yeah. I've gotten better about it. I no longer have a fit of, don't start the car, don't start the car. But... yeah, I used to like have like full on freakouts if my mom started the car and I'm not in it yet and I haven't even gotten the door open and the car started. I'm like, please don't.
Yeah, no. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't usually
great.
do that. I mean, I'll probably... okay, I will probably start the car, but
Yeah.
I won't even put it in any... I just won't touch anything else. It'll just be keys in the car, I'll play with the AC, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everybody buckle in? Okay, let's go.
That's fine. But like, yeah, my reaction, and I don't like driving if everyone in my car hasn't buckled in.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to go, which has pissed off a couple of people. Red, why aren't you driving? Your seatbelt's not buckled in. We're only going literally down the street. I don't care. Buckle your seatbelt.
Even in parking lots, I do that.
Yeah, me too.
We're in a parking lot. We're just going to be driving around the parking lot. Don't care. Buckle your seatbelt. Do you want to die?
Safe.
That's what I feel like will happen if you don't buckle your seat.
Safety drivers. But the thing is like, I also adopted a lot of my driving habits from my mom. So, I drive fast.
Yeah.
At least 5 miles above the speed limit, because that doesn't earn you a ticket. It can't, like, even if they did, it's a $0 amount.
Yeah.
It's literally just a warning. So I, like, 5 miles above the speed limit every time. You know, and then if I can get away with it, I drive faster. Like, when I used to come out here before I moved in, I would take the Pearl Blossom Highway and then the 14 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would go like maybe 80, 90 on that thing. If you drive on a country road, then you get no tickets, basically. No, yeah, so I would I would speed down the Pearl Blossom Highway like nobody was watching. And you come to a juncture and you slow down just in case there are cops.
But you also see the devil, so...
Specifically at the crossroads. That's why you slow down at the junction.
Yep. Slow down at the junction so the devil can't kill you. By popping out and making a swerve.
Stupid armadillos.
Stupid armadillos. What?
Okay, so, in the early days of cinema,
Yeah?
they needed weird-ass creatures to be demons, to show how unnatural vampires and mummies were.
Yeah?
But they're in California
Oh.
and Arizona.
Oh, so they
So
would just...
they would go and pick up mole crickets and armadillos.
Oh, yeah.
Because people had never seen them before unless they lived in the area, so they knew that since the majority of their audience was back east, it would be this horrible demonic creature to them.
Yep.
Which led to at least one incident of a man driving along a lonely Texas road on a cross-country road trip and swerving almost into a stop sign because, holy shit, I just saw a demon.
Sir, I assure you, it was just an armadillo.
What now?
Armadillos are the possums who have had enough. It's also weird, like, how opossums carry some kind of, like, really crazy evil disease. I forget what it is. What disease do they, like, most armadillos carry?
Leprosy?
Leprosy, that's it.
That was it.
They carry leprosy.
Their koalas will all have chlamydia.
Yeah. Koalas have chlamydia, and armadillos have leprosy.
Llamas were the source of syphilis,
Really?
which is why it is prevalent to to call, what's his name? Christopher Columbus a llama fucker.
Oh my god.
He had heard about sheep from the Scotsman and thought, this thing's like a tall sheep, and I like my women tall.
Oh my god. And I'm crying.
Like, it's, what's that one thing? Finding a Scottish man fucking a seal on the beach. Angus, what are you doing? Angus about to invent the legend of the Selkie. Oh, haven't you heard?
Christopher Columbus is many things. Llama fucker is the nicest one you can call him. I mean, you're not wrong, Bex. You're not wrong. This is a great stream.
Get the pot potatoes.
Die, potato, die! No! Meanwhile, the muffin is like, why won't somebody kill me?
I want to die!
Okay. Almost done. I just gotta finish this freaking fin. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep.
The one I got in trouble for was I kept writing beep on it, jumped on things for Aflac.
Beep, beep, I'm a duck.
Yeah, it's censor.
Fuck, fuck, I'm a duck.
Yeah,
Ah.
that doesn't fit the Aflac brand.
You have to finish the fin, huh? Ha ha ha. Very funny, Bex. Very punny.
There we go. Now there's chicken and potatoes.
Yay.
Yeah, your puns are kind of trashy there, Max.
Not pictured. Red plotting my device for garbage puns. I mean, I am the dad of the chat. It's my job to do the puns. Not that I do that many, but when I do, God, they're perfect. I really need to find, what was it? My friend I had a friend who used to love sending me these really stupid and full of puns, fish jokes. Most of them were of eels, though, which cracked me up. I really gotta find those again. For God's sake, I write about fetishes and robots as a livelihood. I mean, yeah. You know what's funny is, like, I know a bunch of Final Fantasy music, and I have it stuck in my head almost perpetually, but I've only played one Final Fantasy game, and I wasn't the biggest fan. really enjoy JRPGs. I don't like grinding. It feels too much like work. The only valid fan fiction music are the victory theme and the chocobo theme. And I've learned some interesting things about TF fans. Yeah, TF fans are weird. I mean, I've learned that they're more angsty than most fans. Which Robert has already told me why. Meanwhile, most Sailor Moon fans are just filled with hate for hamsters because of Hamtaro. Although I didn't like hamsters before Hamtaro. So Hamtaro kicking Sailor Moon off the air kind of just was the nail in the coffin. Here are you, Hamtaro. Final Fantasy, not fanfic. Oddly. God. Once upon a time, I didn't think there would be necrophiliacs in a robot fandom. Oh, jeez. There are? Oh, God. That was not something I knew. Why didn't I know that? I guess I just didn't want to know. I feel like I should be smoking a cigarette. I'm not gonna, though. Because my family has a bad history with smoking. Oh. I mean, I've been in some fandoms that do some weird stuff. Like, whew, man, the Mass Effect fandom. The Mass Effect fandom just kind of, like, lives to exist in denial. And the Dragon Age fandom likes to put in social justice stuff where it doesn't need to be. And you're just like, guys, elves aren't freaking Native Americans. They're elves. Chill the frick out. No. Like, for real, they, like, legitimately get into these, like, if you side with the Templars, that makes you a bad person in real life because you're siding with oppressors and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, it's a game.
They're all equally beautiful.
Right? God.
Well, I can understand people who don't want to side with oppressors.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I never joined, and this one's gonna get me hate. I never joined the Stormcloaks.
I've joined them, like, twice.
Never. And it's because I look at it through the lens of, is the Empire full of spineless cowards? Yes. However, maybe a future where Skyrim belongs to the Nords isn't the best future.
Yeah.
And then people go, well, that's just because you don't understand. It's like, no, my Nord understood, because that sure sounds like what the Thalmor want for the elves. And instead of, I want a piece of that pie, it's, oh great, so instead of pointy-eared oppressors, we'll have round-eared oppressors. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Right? I tend to side with the Empire. Although I do kill the Emperor, so that seems weird.
Oh no, I always kill the Emperor. He's not a true septon.
This is true. I mean, I kill him as a part of a freaking quest because I'm,
Joining the Black Hand, yes.
I'm the listener.
But I have no quarrels over it. Because the last true septon died years ago.
Yeah.
And it's time for democracy.
Damn, you put more thought into it than my slinky sneaky cat did. My slinky sneaky cat was just like, man, I was told to kill this dude, so I'm gonna kill this dude.
Why are you doing this? Because I found out there's oil under all of Tamriel, and it's time for some freedom.
And you have not felt death until the Neanderthal tries to explain that swastikas are okay.
They met a living Neanderthal exhibit.
Oh.
Which I take mild offense to that because a good friend of mine, who I'm going to remain nameless, because they deserve that, clearly has some more prominent Neanderthal traits in them than other white people. But they are also, like, the nicest person.
Yeah.
Vindictive motherfucker. But the nicest person. And there's, like, this level of, no, I've learned to forgive and let go. Good for you. Also, I work at a place they love. And I told everyone to harass them if they ever show up. Good for you.
I was gonna ask if this was someone I know, but now I'm realizing this is probably someone I met once and forgot about.
It is exactly somebody you've met once and forgot about.
Yep.
Those who come and ask for forgiveness get forgiveness.
Yeah.
But no, for me, it's, okay, why are we killing the Emperor? Oh, those guys told us to. Because you told me to! No. Why are we killing the Emperor? Oh, the answer's quite simple, really. You see, the last real Emperor was Marcus Septim. Marcus Septim died for our sins and to stop a giant from stepping on people. Mostly the second one. He did this by turning into a fucking dragon. However, the Septims became Emperor because they had the ability of using the Thum without practice. So, we are led to believe one of two things. A, Thum is a sign that Akatosh has chosen you to become Emperor. Or B, he with the Thum gets to choose the state of the world.
Cool.
So, a couple of my Dragonborn go through and kill the Emperor because, no, the world must move on from the gods picking our ruler.
Okay.
The other ones go, wait, so I have the same claim to the throne that the real Septims did? Fine.
my sneaky cat is just basically like, well, somebody wants to pay me to kill this dude, so I guess I'm gonna kill the dude.
Pay you to kill a dude who's shitting in your box, cat.
Okay.
You could go shit in that box now. It's your shit box.
He doesn't really want power, he just really just wants to live quietly and steal and kill things. That's it. He has...
White cats are not often given flu.
Given what?
I meant to say Thum,
Yeah?
but I said Thwoom. And now I'm just imagining the beginning of Skywim done as an uwu meme. Skywim belongs to the Noids!
Oh, Lord.
They're all little chibis.
Oh,
Just
God.
a shot-for-shot remake of Skyrim in Unity.
Oh, Lord.
All with the uwu chibis. And one of your Thums is just Obama's voice yelling perish.
God.
You know what I was surprised by?
What?
I watched all of Max G's 45-minute long rant on why Apu isn't racist.
Yeah.
And it was surprisingly well thought out.
Yeah.
But the last, 5 minutes are nothing but pot shots at himself. Which is exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Skywim is how speaking that Obama's voice is the voice you... Yes, thank you! That's what I'm saying! Thank you, Perceptor. You're very perceptive. It all makes sense now!
Oh my God, really?
No, but I have found out
Yeah.
that a high-ranking medical officer is sometimes called a preceptor,
Oh, Lord.
and I really want there to be, an ambulance named Preceptor who is exactly the mold of Perceptor,
Oh my God.
and people just constantly confusing them. It's like, wait, you don't know medicine? No, I'm Perceptor! Oh, God damn it, this is that Kristen Kirsten thing the humans go through.
We're like the millions of Megans.
No. You see, that's
I
the
am
same
Megan
name.
with a Y.
But that's the same name, just spelled differently. That's the prowl problem.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they number their prowls. Or they'll say, so, they need,
G1 Percy would be like, no, I'm Perceptor.
So they would have things like, okay, well, this is Prowl. This is Cop Prowl. This is Motorcycle Cop Prowl. This is the Prowl Owl.
Oh,
This is Cat Prowl. Yeah, motherfucker. Anyway.
oh God.
Is it wrong that IDW Perceptor has Jeff Goldblum's voice in my head?
Why?
Exactly that. Why are you speaking to me, plebeian? Except in this case, it's some people come up to me and say, Mr. Goldblum. Did you pronounce your name Goldblum or Goldblum? And I answer them all the exact same way. How dare you speak to me?
Oh,
So-
Lord.
There's that. But, you know, like, I would love it to be things like, somebody go get Perceptor. This is a medical problem. And you have wasted valuable time by getting a science officer. Stem the bleeding, man! Wait, then why did you call for me? You're the one with the biggest arms. We're all mini-cons.
Oh my
The
God.
bandages are on the highest shelf.
God damn it! There has to be at least one mini-con that does that.
Hello, everybody.
Not you.
Like that, I would say it's rewind, but it's not rewind.
No.
Oh my god, there's that little Tyrannosaurus cassette.
Yep.
You could do it. Percy sipping a mimosa. That sounds about right.
Someone, I'm bleeding, help me! IDW Percy sipping a mimosa. Ratchet is available. Cry to him, scrub.
Ratchet is a weird case of a name becoming unigender.
Yeah.
Because Ratchet was originally supposed to be a woman,
Oh God.
and that's why his name is Ratchet.
Seriously?
He's an allusion to Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There are a lot of things that I would like to see done in Transformers and Hasbro in general.
Yeah.
A couple that will,
That's why they so salty.
because he's an angry Frisco
The queen.
There's a couple things that I would love to see that will never happen.
Yeah.
One is a return of the Inhumanoids.
Mm.
So there are two creatures of giant craziness that Hasbro has the rights to.
Yeah.
One is the Inhumanoids, which they have been trying to secure. They have the rights to use it,
Yeah.
but Marvel is threatening them because Inhumanoids and Inhumans
Oh yeah.
are so close, even though they are vastly different things.
Yeah, Marvel is kind of owned by Disney, and Disney's very sue happy, especially when it comes to copyright,
Now, like Hasbro,
to which I apologize.
Hasbro and DC have reached an agreement on their thing that has a shared trademark
Yeah.
because they realize that nobody in their right mind would ever confuse these except for a senile grandmother,
Okay.
which is Bumblebee.
Yep.
If a kid tells you, I want a Bumblebee toy, or I want a Bumblebee doll, you know which Bumblebee they mean.
Yep.
You know damn well that toy means car, and doll means girl.
Yep.
Straightforward. We don't need to confuse our Bumblebees. Said I want the Bumblebee from Teen Titans. Okay, great. You want the black girl who's kind of lost, but kind of not.
Yep.
Alright. I want the Bumblebee from Transformers. I'm fairly certain you mean the Robot, so here's the Robot. There you go. Grandma, I got you the Bumblebee doll. You want it, little Timmy? Grandma, what the fuck? I told you, Teen Titans go ruin this! No.
Oh, that's so mean to grandmothers.
You not want the Supergirl? No, I want to brush her luscious hair, damn it. Anyway. He also has a little wig for Optimus. You can brush Optimus' luscious hair.
Grandma, what the fuck is a Rodimus quote?
Oh,
That's how he
yeah.
talks to Optimus.
I don't know. In a more gender equal Cybertron, that's exactly his turn of phrase for Elita 1. Grandma, what the fuck? now I'm just imagining, like, Optimus Prime's grandpa doing chew on a porch. And having to take his faceplate off every time he spits.
Oh, God!
And then, like, at one point, just spitting and going, ah, shit, I left the faceplate on. And it's just dripping out from under his chin.
Don't lie
Alita,
to
what is
God,
vodka
Soccer
on?
Bob.
Hey, vodka aunts turn into grandmas eventually. Because vodka aunts are where you get your weird cousins.
This is true.
Now, and that's the other thing, though. You're seeing that as a vodka aunt. We have a canon vodka aunt.
RC?
RC is a canon vodka aunt
Yeah.
to Rat Trap.
Yeah.
Everyone got hot rod and all-terrain skateboard and watched him ruin Optimus' front lawn for fun. I never said they had a healthy relationship. Because I'm sorry, I'm a G1 shipper. Alita 1 and Optimus belong together. Now, IDW Alita, no. But, like, classic Alita, that's a different side of the war. That's different. And Knockout's the vodka on that side, by the way. Not Starscream.
This is true. It is Knockout.
Starscream is the one who keeps bringing a new uncle to Christmas every year. And you wonder if this one's going to last, and then 40 years later, it's the first one again. Which is actually how we got my Aunt Pam, and I realized making that joke might have been a little insensitive from one of my favorite aunts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because my Uncle John did, like, a bunch of different women. Because, I mean, the man deserves to be happy.
Yeah.
This is not me riding on my Uncle John. He was single for years.
Yeah.
And then eventually went back with his old sweetheart, and that's my Aunt Pam.
Cool.
Yeah. That was, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, true. Thank you.
Bull, every uncle dies mysteriously.
No, that is a trope I don't agree with, because I like tokusatsu. Sometimes the uncle fills the fatherly role because the father died mysteriously. Checkmate. Honey, don't get pregnant. Now,
Honey, don't get pregnant!
I will die mysteriously or trampled by wildebeests if she does.
And then I become the father figure.
He mourns for 2 weeks in name brand Gucci robes and finds a new pool boy off Craigslist. Oh, that's what you mean by every uncle dies mysteriously. No. You see, I have this headcanon going on here. That is not what Starscream is. Starscream does not fit your standard family dynamic.
Yeah.
Starscream fits that dynamic that only California families really have.
Oh, God.
In which one person in the family has, like, a moderate amount of fame that is way too devoted. Like, say, for example, 3 dozen other guys getting plastic surgery to look exactly like him, using only color as a differentiating factor. So your uncle, maybe. Your uncle might be Starscream. Fuck Fido.
Regardless, everyone dies mysteriously around Starscream.
Uncle Skywarp, what happened to you? This is who I am now. Oh my god, is it wrong? I kind of want to eventually see a Seeker plot that's just single white female and do the entire thing like it's a horror story, and the only thing that cements it is the Seeker who's trying to take Starscream's place is taking Starscream's colors.
Oh, God.
And it's Blitzwing.
And it's Blitzwing!
There's also famous car uncles, yes. Or in my case, famous car stepdad.
Yep.
He has every pace car Camaro.
Seriously?
Well, not all of them ever, but he has one of each model.
Mm.
Because the pace car Camaros are in the family colors.
Your mom...
Everyone has an Uncle Mike. And my family doubled up.
I don't have an Uncle Mike.
I found where you're missing one way.
I also don't have an Uncle Mike.
You do now. You're married into 2. That is a 200% increase of Mike. And a 0% increase of Ike. Which sadly means you only get strawberry flavored ones.
Although I do have an Aunt Mel. I don't think that counts, though.
I've doubled up on Aunt Kathy's, so I guess it's fair.
You have 100% increase in Aunt Kathy's. So do I. Because we both had an Aunt Kathy.
Oh,
And then we got married.
I have 3 Aunt Kathy's.
Holy shit, a 200% increase of Kathy. I had 2 Aunt Kathys, but one died. That was a 50% loss of Kathy. Welcome to the aunt market. Bet on which aunts are most important. Uncle Market opens at 5 and closes at 6. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't read the words "Big Dick Back in Town" without thinking of the line from Cass in Fallout New Vegas, which is like my favorite line. Even though Cass is actually a pretty good companion. Like I prefer Veronica for like character arc, but Cass is pretty good.
I appreciate that you're clarifying that it was from Fallout and not from
Supernatural?
No,
No.
because where my brain was what we've been watching the last 2 days.
Oh, yeah!
And I'm like, when did he say that? So I was very confused.
Oh, right. But yeah, so now
Wait,
the
which,
line
what
is,
have we been? Oh,
The gamers.
yeah, the game.
yeah, not that Cass. This is a line that Cass might eventually say.
Maybe.
The NCR thinks they can take everything. Like, they just got the longest dick in town, and nobody's dick's that long. Not even Long Dick Johnson. He had a pretty fucking long dick. That's the name.
Long Dick Johnson.
Yeah, we've been watching the Gamers series. We are waiting for the sequel to the Shadow Menace.
I'm gonna run him over with his Cuba.
And it's weird because number
Cuda.
2 is not a direct sequel to number 1.
Soccer
3
Bob is passionate about dick size.
Number 3 is a direct sequel to number 2. And number 4 is a direct sequel to number 1 and number 3. And it's almost got this Halloween-esque, like, chart you have to follow.
Huh.
Like, Halloween's weird. The third one has nothing to do with any other movie.
This is true.
I love it. It's the only good Halloween movie. And it's the only one people won't redo. Because, oh my god, it's like a 2.5 hour long Goosebumps episode. Yeah, it fucking is. I want more. Thank you. Number 1, guy in a bad Will Shatner mask shows up and kills people. Number 2, guy in a bad Will Shatner mask shows up and kills people. Number 3, witches sell Halloween masks to children to steal their souls. Number 4, guy in a Will Shatner mask kills people. Number 3 matches none of the others. It is the Kamen Rider Amazon of Halloween movies, and I love it. For those who don't understand that, if you look at the original 7 Kamen Riders, they're all super advanced cyborgs who were taken against their will, except Amazon is a magical lizard boy. And like you just go, cyborg, 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 lizard, cyborg, cyborg.
Lizard!
And like everyone else is like, I'm gonna get into a suit of armor and fight things. What about you? I'm gonna turn into a lizard man and giggle at things! And then rip their arms off and beat them to death with their arms.
Oh, Lord.
You don't fuck around, Amazon. And then he just stares at you and smiles with his little lizardy smile. Everyone else, bug theme. Amazon, lizard. Hey, what's your origin? I was a college student who got kidnapped. I was a college student who got kidnapped. I was a college professor who got kidnapped. Lizard.
Sometimes a surprise lizard is a benefit. Just look at Grimlock.
Car, T-Rex! Me, Grimlock, am strongest Autobot. Also, me, Grimlock, am not Auto. This seemed like oversight.
Oh, Lord.
No, my favorite one is every time they end up making Grimlock smart,
Yeah.
I wonder, is there a Shattered Glass universe where they're just making him dumber?
Oh, Lord.
Because Shattered Grass... That's the mirror version of a Bug's Life. Shattered Glass Grimlock is always like, indubitably, Optimus. Me, Grimlock, say, fuck your ideas. Me, Grimlock, say, this town not big enough for 2 of us. Due to poor planning on urban development console. That's what Shattered Glass Drift calls his weed. Shattered Grass. trying to think, what's the old achievement hunter thing? Is masturbating while high called weed whacking? It's called disappointing your parents.
Oh, help. I'm gonna die.
Grimlock will revamp the economy.
Grimlock fighting Grimlocks. Go. It's over. He stepped on him.
Me, Grimlock, destroy upper class.
Me, Grimlock, say Jetson Kaon, living too good for too long. Me, Grimlock, hero of people. Like Cassette. Or Flower Former. Or me, Grimlock, not know what you turned into. Yeah, it's fine.
Grimlock is the hero indeed.
Me, Grimlock, concerned you actually rock, Lord. I am. Me, Grimlock, sympathize. Now, me give floor over to me running mate, Slug.
Now it's Starscream.
Thank you, Slug. Slug can't speak.
This is great.
Me, Grimlock, support Optimus for California State Senate. I don't exactly know what happened. I got blackout drunk one night, and now I'm here. Vote Prime!
Vote Prime!
Scrapbooking Grimlock's destruction of Washington. Ain't he cute when he goes all comrade? Wheeljack, what's this? I've discovered the human neural pathways have a specific type of pain for something they call kidney stones.
Oh no.
So I've made the kidney stone gun. What's it do? It's basically my destabilizer gun, but more painful.
God!
And you made this because I missed Brainstorm. You really brightened up this laboratory. I'm gonna go take out my woes on Blitzwing. I understand emotional pain, Wheeljack. Lock and load. Brainstorm next week. I made your house
I'm trying to do art here, guys!
Here's the sliding scale of Transformers science.
Science.
Over here you got Perceptor, and his new gun is a gun that fires bullets faster. It's good. It's pure science. Over here you got Wheeljack, kidney stone gun. And over here you have Brainstorm with the Ed Ray and the Edu-Ray, and you do not confuse them. Well, one's a laser that makes you super aware of how much pain you're in.
Oh my God.
And the other one's a gun that causes erectile dysfunction. And the only thing that differentiates them is I put an itty-bitty U on this one, right where your palm covers it.
Oh my God! That is something to think. That is the thing that he would do, though.
I have a feeling this isn't your greatest weapon. No, this is. That's a wrench. That's correct. What does it do? Close your eyes. Okay. Boom! Ow! He just hit me upside the head with a wrench!
That's Ratchet.
God! Why would you do that? Where the fuck am I? Behold the Telewrench! It'll take you anywhere 5 hours away. And it only takes 5 hours.
Oh my God!
Brainstorm, did you just hit a man upside the head with a wrench, load him into your vehicle mode, and drive him 5 hours away, then come back here to tell us? Yes. Yes, I did. I just like to imagine that the three of them go to a science fair, and, like, so does Snarl. And, like, they bring all these weapons with them. And Snarl brings a baking soda volcano. And Snarl wins the science fair.
That's adorable.
Because he made the trifold board all by himself.
Aww.
And the other three forgot to do trifold boards. So they're disqualified.
Percy was too busy breaking the barriers of physics.
Exactly. Brainstorm was making too many inventions. Wheeljack was taking too long to hit it. Just right.
And then it exploded.
And then, when it's Snarl's turn, it's... Behold, from time of my family. Me family dinosaurs. Volcano. Boom. The reason I know this is I was a substitute teacher, and I had to grade some science fairs.
Yeah.
And legit, if they were in 5th grade or higher and they forgot their trifold board, you gave them a 0.
Damn!
Because the first part of the assignment is you're going to do a science experiment with a journal and a trifold board. And it's in bold print on the top of the fucking paper.
Yeah.
And so when they go, how come I got a 0? It's like, you're supposed to do 3 things, Mike. You'd be a horrible uncle one day. 3 things! Everyone has an Uncle Mike. And one of those things is doing your trifold board. Now, most people actually forgot to do their journals. My favorite was the kid who brought a journal for the wrong project. It's like, okay, this kid had a project on what kind of detergent takes out stains the best, and his journal's about will lemonade cause skin burns. This kid went really in-depth on another project before he found out giving himself skin burns was a bad idea. And then had to back it up. And I know that's what happened because the picture's on his trifold board. He has bandages going up and down his right arm.
Oh my god.
It's like, this kid's gonna go far.
I just realized IDW Perceptor has a bulletproof breast implant.
As all breast implants should be. Non-Newtonian fluid titties. Actually, it's a terrible idea because if they smack up,
Yeah.
you're gonna get hit by boulders.
Yep. Heavy boobs, heavy boobs. I got them heavy boobs. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm making sure that my colors blend a little bit better, especially with the shading, because I did this like fading on the fins. So they start off this pink, and then they go to this purple, and then they go to the white. So that's what I'm doing. And
It's just so pretty.
yeah, it's supposed to be pretty. And I did the multicolor fading for a couple of reasons. One was because I wanted there to be some flow between the fins and her hair. So I put in like the orange on the tips of her hair. And then I wanted there to be flow between the fins and the rest of the body. So I added in the purple. I mean, the purple came first, and then, damn, you okay?
No.
Aww.
I should go lie down again.
Yeah, you should.
I should go fold more shirts.
I mean, you should, but then you would.
Want to fold shirts, but if I don't fold their shirts, then I won't get any other of the clothes folded.
Yeah, but
I
then
should
you
go
would be.
fold shirts.
But then you would be leaving me all alone with Bex.
Don't worry, you and Bex can talk about Percy having
No, let's stay
Liberty's
here
titties.
and keep her company. Don't worry about shirts.
No! I have to worry about their shirts, because then I won't have anywhere to sleep tonight.
Okay, soft one. Okay. So, right. Got this headphone. Okay. So now that I've done that, it's time to do the orange. Yay, orange. So pull this one up, and then if I can remember correctly, the orange I was using is this one. So I'm going to grab that. There's that. Down here. Go up this one. That one. Blend. Orange. Alright, so. This way there's better blending. And of course I will go in and touch this up so it's not so. There we go. Go in and make sure that it's not showing up anywhere else than where it's supposed to. That way the fins stay nice and fin colors stay nice and contained where they're supposed to be. Mm. Nope. Can't do it that way. There we go. Holy icons are the beginning of I have the power of God in anime on my side. I mean, I guess. That sounds about right. And these ones are gonna have to tint with yellow, but for the rest of them are looking real good. Let's check this out. And I'm just doing this so that the fins have some definition and the points of them stand out. And just so it gives a little more dimension and just a little more dynamic. Well, basically just a more dynamic look. What a good shimmery bub. Yep. She's gonna be very pretty when I'm done. Because I got this stage to do, and then I got one more shading stage, and then it's on to highlights. I still have to do shading on her skin, of course, but we're almost there. I might take a break. I might come back to this later. Might do it on stream, might not. For the skin tones, we'll see. First, I want to make sure I got things up here done right. So now that I got my pink selected, I'm gonna go back with my airbrush tool and airbrush in that pink we were missing. Orange, really. It's an orangey pink on her fins. And the whole reason why I'm using this orangey pink in the first place was because I wanted it kind of as an homage to the last unicorn, because that's what I used for reference for the colors. So. And I like the last unicorn, and so does the commissioner. So, or the person who commissioned the piece. I'm not sure if I would call them a commissioner. All right, so now I'm just gonna put in a little bit of yellow. I don't know why I do that. I can just select the hair, not that hair, this hair. Just go in, select hair. And then come down here, and we're gonna add that onto the fins. Down here. So, take this. Okay, so first we're going to take our solid eraser tool, go in here and clean this up a little bit. Just so it's only showing where I want it to show. Oh, crap. Oops. Alright, so now we've done that, I'm going to go in with our soft brush tool. Just to give it kind of a fading look. So it looks like it's one color fading into the next in a very natural way. And this way we can give some dimension to all of the very pale white color that we put in. And so we can kind of blend her tail in with her hair and make her seem like a more seamless character. A good choice in reference, to be honest. Yes. The thing is when I moved in, that gave us the whole house anyway. 2 copies of The Last Unicorn. We ended up keeping 2 different copies of 2 different versions of The Last Unicorn because we have the comic book and the book, and we kept my copy of the book because it was signed, and kept Michaela's copy of the comic book because it was signed. We both had signed copies. It was just different signed. It was just different versions of the signed copies. So that's what we ended up doing. Okay, so now that we've gotten the fins done in the tail, for the blocked in shadows anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go down here, and select, and combine selected layers. Of course, that got rid of our, come on, brain. I got rid of our layer mask, but it's really easy to create a new one. I'm going to actually show you how to do that before I close this out. Although first I had to undo that because I just realized I had a problem, and the problem is down here. The pink isn't fading, or the orange isn't fading into the purple as well as I would like. So just gonna bring up the orange a little more. There, that's better. Okay, now we're gonna come down and this over here and up here just in case. All right, that's better. There we go. A little more seamless. Okay, that looks really good. All right, so you do that. And now, in order to create a layer mask, what you do is we're going to go down here to where all the base colors are. See? Those are all the base colors. You take that away, all we got is the shading. Ooh, that actually looks kind of cool. I don't know why I like that so much, but it's neat. So this is our base colors, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate this layer. And then now that we've got this nice duplicated layer, we're going to go in and we're going to go create selection from layer. And then now we've got everything is selected, we're going to go in and make sure that all the areas we want to be selected are selected using our selection pen. And I just like doing this because sometimes the select all option doesn't work all that great. It'll miss things, and then you won't notice until later, and then it creates these weird little pits of color you don't want. So it's good to go in and check just in case. And I mean, sometimes you can fix the issue by going in and expanding by like a pixel or something like that with these tools down here. But that doesn't always work, and I find it's better to just go in and do it by hand to ensure you get more of a seamless selection. And I like to use that word a lot, or at least I'm using that word a lot today. So I'm just going to go in and make sure. everything we want to have selected is selected nice and properly, because sometimes it misses stuff. Or it'll select things you don't want it to select. So it's always good to go in and make sure. Because just like us, computers can make mistakes. They're just a lot better at avoiding them than we are, most of the time. But they still do make them on occasion. So it's good to go back in and make sure that you're not missing anything that would be important later. Like for instance, this up here is very important, so we make sure that is all selected.
I folded more shirts.
Yay!
Good. Another break.
Yay! Good job, Michaela! Well, I'm almost done. I'm just showing how I create a layer mask using Manga Studio. So first I used this thing called Create Selection from Layer. It's in your layer options.
Mm-hmm.
And then to ensure everything I want to have selected is selected, I'm going back with my selection pen. Because sometimes it'll miss out on just like this really light layer of pixels, or it'll miss like this whole section. For instance, like in here, I missed this whole section.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it just seems like it's lines, but sometimes that'll translate as missing out on that edge of a color, which is not good. So in order to make sure everything is selected, I like to go back in with my selection tool. Because otherwise I won't see it until everything is said and done, and then it's a lot harder to fix. So it's better if I just avoid having to fix a problem in the first place by avoiding problems from going up. By going in and making sure everything is selected that I want selected. Yeah, it does, but I wanna finish up down here first, because I know that everything below this part is selected. It has the proper selections. So it's like this fin, I want to make, no, I checked that fin, I did. And in the hair, because the hair tends to have these issues where it's like, that line is real close to that color, so I'm not going to select that color. I'm like, no, I need that really tiny bit. I do need it, I do. So,
Jeez, computer.
So it's good to go in and select it. Okay, so now we know that there are some spots on our head, thanks to Michaela. We'll go in and make sure those are selected. In the selection pen tool, if you have your pen sensitivity on, will actually react to that, so you can kind of use it the same way you would a normal brush tool. So once you make sure that everything you want to be selected is selected, nothing that you don't want is there, then, for instance, this bit down here, I don't need that. Okay, so once you have that done, you're going to zoom out. So now we got everything we need selected. And we're going to go, click, so I'm on a Mac, and we're going to go layer mask, ruler, or no, settings, what's going on? Layer mask. Why can't I create a layer? Oh, because I had more than one. Oops. Okay, make sure you only have one layer selected, specifically the layer you're working with, and then mask outside selection. And then we're going to go click on this one, and we're going to go edit, clear, and now you should be able to draw on this one, or work on this one, and it will only show up in the areas you want to show up in. See? Of course, I don't want that to happen, but... So now, this makes it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about drawing on this because it won't show up. It's fucking ominous. And so now, what I want to work on will only show up here.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's how even though there is a thing there, because you can actually see on this layer that I have stuff outside where the layer mask is, but because the layer mask is there, it's not going to show up. Like if I was to take away the layer mask, it would show, but it's not gonna. So yay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna finish up here for now because I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go eat something. I'll come back maybe later and finish her skin, and that's really all I have left to do is just her upper body skin color, her mouth, and her eyes.
You're so pretty.
Yeah, because I actually didn't use that many colors for this mermaid, which is a surprise. There's like 3 major colors. There's the white, the pink, and this purple shade, and that's about it, really. I mean, the yellow for her hair, obviously, but a lot of the shades are actually so similar that it doesn't even matter. So I don't have to use a lot. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and save and call it here.
Yay!
Had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. If you want to see more of this stuff, remember to follow us, because we're here. Follow us here on Twitch, or subscribe if you want to. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to, what was it like?
You subscribe to us for free.
Yes, if we're your first, right? Because it's only one.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah. We also have a store up that has some of my art if you're looking for it, or if you'd like to commission me, you can commission me at redxdoesxart.com. Well, .tumblr.com. I should not say .com because it's not .com, it's .tumblr.com.
Yep.
Sorry for the confusion. The link should be underneath the video. Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to hit the bell icon, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll check you next time. Okay,
Bye, everybody.
bye!